You are on a first date. You can choose one person alive that comes up to you and fist bumps then walks away like it's normal. Who do you choose and does it help your chances of getting lucky?
Gordon Ramsay comes out the kitchen, high-fives me and asks me if everything is cooked to perfection.
Her judgmental friend who finds fault in all suitors before me.
Donald Trump. I mean, if you're in a red state and Trump fist bumps you out of nowhere, you have a 10 out of 10 chance of banging your sister in the nearest restroom.
Living in Edmonton, it has to be Connor McDavid.
Shia LaBeouf for motivation.
Ayman al-Zawahiri. 64 years old and $16 million bounty. Take him down and collect the cash.
Vin Diesel walks up, gives me a fist bump, says, "I am Groot," and leaves.
All you kids sleeping on Steve Buscemi, if that doesn't rake your girl in, then she's not worth it.
Obama. Everybody who I could possibly want to be associated with loves him.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Al thought I'm quite afraid that he might just steal her from me, but in all seriousness every girl that I've met is crazy about him. Lucky.
James Hetfield.
Dave Grohl.
Easy. Weird Al Yankovic.
Nathan Fillion. Because even if I don't close the deal, I got to be touched by Nathan Fillion. Sir Ian Murray McKellen.
Hands down, Lin-Manuel Miranda. And not even really because I think it would be brownie points. I just really want to meet the man.
My boy RTZ for sure.
Chuck Norris.
Harrison Ford.
Tommy Wiseau.
Jesus Christ, walks up, fist bump, bro hug, gently pings the edge of her glass of water, it turns to nice a dry red of some vintage, I give him you. Look, we share a laugh, and I sit back down like nothing. Go big or go home, fellas.
George Joji Miller. He'd teach us the biology of chromosomes, the uniqueness of the Japanese culture, and the pantheon of the Lycra gods. NPH. First off, I totally see him doing this anyways. Secondly, he's happily married to a guy, so hopefully he doesn't try and take my date. Lastly, he is the ultimate wingman.
Dave.
Teddy motherfucking Roosevelt.
The Queen of England.
Assuming that I'm looking for the person that most helps my chances of scoring on the first date, I'd say male George Clooney or female Natalie Portman. I think both are good actors and good people in their private life. And both would be very recognizable by your date, whether your date is male or female. Almost went Meryl Streep because I'm getting old. Plus there's maybe a 60% chance she wouldn't fist bump.
The original Dos Equis guy.
Snoop Dogg.
Uncle Joe Biden.
Samuel L. Jackson. I'd be twice as cool and 240% more smooth just by association. Especially if he called me motherfucker as he did it. Betty White. The woman is a national treasure. Who doesn't want to date somebody who's friends with an icon?
Mark Hamill. Can you imagine getting fisted by Hamill? No way, I'm not drowning in pussy after that.
Hands down, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He will make you look more intellectual instantly. That will definitely help on any date.
Daniel Radcliffe. Women in their early 30s and younger fucking love Harry Potter. I'm sure it would at least help my chances.
Christoph Waltz.
From what I have learned about American pop culture by reading this site, I believe the correct answer would be Mr. Rogers.
Peter Dinklage.
The date's dad. I have no idea what would happen after that, but the confusion would be magnificent. Also, good question, Ob.
Betty White.
Matthew McConaughey. Because along with a fist bump I'd get an alright, instant ticket to the Bone Express.
My uncle used to work on movies with, and was a personal friend to, Robert De Niro. Years down the road, while on a date sitting outside at a restaurant in NYC, my uncle is telling a girl about said friendship, which she doesn't believe for a second. A few minutes later an unusually fancy car drives up and stops at a red light. The window rolls down and RDN sticks his head out with a, "Hey Al, how's it been?" "Not bad, Bob." "On a date, I'll call you next week?" "Definitely, let's catch up." Then the light turned green and he was gone. My uncle's date was shocked enough to marry him. I still refuse to believe that wasn't set up in advance.
Robert Downey Jr.
I'll tell the Don Rickles story. Back when Don was just starting to get famous in Vegas, he's out on a date at a lounge, and sees his friend Frank Sinatra in the club. His date sees Frank as well and starts swooning. Don excuses himself for a couple minutes, talks to Frank out of view of his date, and says, "Frank, please come over and say you know me and that we're friends. This girl is gorgeous. If you do this it's a sure thing, please, Frank." Sinatra laughs and says okay. Don goes back to his date. A little while later, Sinatra comes over and says, "Hey, Don, nice to see you." Rickles responds, "Jesus Christ, Frank, can't you see I'm busy?" The nerve of some people. Sinatra shakes his head and walks away.
The Rock. I don't even care if I get a second date after that, I'm not missing a chance to fist bump The Rock. Former First Lady Michelle Obama. Are you kidding me? She'd be putty in your hands. Actually true, and yes, it got me laid. Went to go see a punk show. I do not even remember the name of the band, Strike Anywhere, maybe. Small venue. I'm sick as a dog and tagging along with a friend. One of the tables near the bar actually had a chessboard on the surface, and a dude was setting up a game while the bands were switching out. Wound up sitting down and playing a game with him, got my ass beat, but super friendly guy, gave me some pointers. Made sure to ask if I was staying for his band's show. Turns out he's the lead singer. Show was pretty good too. Still went home sick partway through, though, was just feeling too shitty. Cut to a month later, date number 2 with a cute sinister chick. Same band as playing. I relay to my date that, "Hey, I know this band. That dude beat me in chess." She is, as it turns out, a massive fan. Oh my god, I'd be super flustered. What did you guys talk about? etc. After they get off stage, singer dude is actually in the crowd to watch the next band. Date is like, OMG, he's just hanging out. Me, wanna say hi. Oh god, no, I don't wanna bother him. Oh, what? It's cool. Walk up to him. "Hey dude, I dunno if you remember me, but I was the dude you played at chess back at the green room when I was super sick?" Instantly, "Oh shit, man, yeah. What's up? Did you wind up staying for the whole show?" I honestly didn't, man, I felt like crap. But I told less than date's name greater than about it, and now we're back to actually go through the whole show for real now that I don't feel like ass. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much for coming back. We continued chatting for a bit, and he signed her t-shirt and then made us promise to come see them again next time they were in town. I got so laid that night, so thanks singer dude. Good luck in out.
Stan Lee. I mostly date nerds. Harrison Ford. Obviously.
Stephen Carl Stevenson.
Paul Rudd. Probably not, I just wanna fist bump the guy.
My dad. I just really miss my old man.
ITT, people wanting fist bumps off famous people but don't care about getting lucky.
Kim Jong-un, fuck it, might as well make a good story out of it.
Denzel Washington. Arnold. Earlier in the date, I went to the bathroom. Now eating, he walks by, says, "Sorry to interrupt your beautiful date, but it was great catching up earlier. I'm heading out, so I won't be back." Insert fist bump, and he's gone.
Christopher Walken.
Barack Obama appears out of nowhere and gives me a fist bump. As he walks away, I smile and say, "Thanks, Obama."
Stephen Hawking.
Morgan Freeman. Since I'm a dude, the key here is that I would need a woman to walk up and do the fist bump. If it's a guy, my date will most likely spend the rest of the evening probing me, giggity, about him and whether we can hang out with said person, etc. So that said, Gal Gadot or Scarlett Johansson walk up, go for a fist bump but have them so excited that they grab a hug instead. Quick convo about catching up sometime, you know the drill. Get back to date and act like nothing out of sorts just happened, and keep all interest focused on my date. Choo choo, next stop, Splooge Town.
Gal Gadot. Then continue with the date as normal but show extra interest in the girl in question. It will boost her spirits knowing she measures up to fucking Wonder Woman, and your approval now means a lot more.
Terry Crews, nuff said.
Bill Murray.
Gal Gadot.
Bonus points if she eyes up my date first.
Chris Pratt. I think it would help.
Patrick Stewart. But you have to play it off like it's nothing. Yeah, that's Pat. I think he does theater or something.
Ryan Reynolds dressed as Deadpool.
So this guy sees Bill Gates at an airport. He talks to Bill and explains that he has an important meeting in 5 minutes and he would really impress his customer if Bill passed by and said, "Hello Frank," to him. Bill didn't have much to do, so he agreed. 15 minutes later, the man is chatting with his customer and Bill walks by and says, "Hello Frank." The man replies, "Fuck off, Bill, I'm in a meeting right now."
Bryan Cranston, not too attractive to detract from me being the main focus of the date, but respected enough to get her attention.
Morgan Freeman. He fist bumps me and makes solid eye contact. Walks away. Later I drown. In pussy.
The Pope.
Her, from the future.
Shai Hulud, the great sandworm of Arrakis, may his passing cleanse the world. Based on past performance on first dates, it can't hurt.
You, Soviet Womble. Very slim chance of it helping unless he says something.
My wife. Really, my only chance of getting lucky with the date is if my wife agrees to a threesome.
Barack Obama, and I refer to him as Barry.
Tom Hanks, not because it will help me with the date but because he is awesome and I want him to fist bump me.
John Cena. My date would probably think I just threw my fist in the air randomly. Can't really say it would increase my chances. Jackie Chan.
Her son. I am a teacher and when women find out that I am good with kids, their panties drop.
Batman. Yes.
My date. Could you imagine how flabbergasted she would be? She is suddenly compelled to walk over, fist bump me, then walk away. Then, you'd know she was the one if she comes back after walking away. Less than 3.
Scarlett Johansson, obviously. It would help a lot if she also said wistfully, "Well, I know we can't be together but I'll always remember you."
Consider subscribing.